There is a place on this earth where 1 billion people send their prayers, where the most sacred decisions in human history have been made, where men in white and gold robes speak and the world listens. The Vatican. From the outside, it looks like the closest thing to God on earth. From the inside, it looks a lot more like every other institution built by human hands. Power, politics, silence, and the slow, quiet disappearance of the very thing that brought you there in the first place. This is every rank at the Vatican. And by the end of this video, you will never see it the same way again. Subscribe right now because this is exactly what this channel was built to show you. Level 1 Seminarian. You're 17 years old, and you feel something that most people your age don't feel, a calling. Not a career plan, not a practical decision, a calling. Something deep and real and unshakable that says this is what you're here for. You leave your family, your friends, the life everyone else is building. You walk into a seminary and you give yourself to something bigger than yourself, and in those early years it is everything you hoped it would be. Prayer at sunrise, community, purpose, the feeling that your life means something beyond the ordinary. You study theology, philosophy, scripture, you learn Latin, you learn how to serve, you learn what it means to dedicate every single hour of your existence to something sacred. Nobody warns you about what comes next, because the seminary doesn't just teach you about God. It teaches you about the institution, the rules, the hierarchy, the way things work inside these walls, and slowly, almost invisibly, you begin to understand that the two are not always the same thing. Drop it in the comments right now. Do you think faith and institution can truly coexist? I want to know what you think. Level 2 priced. You're ordained. The moment is overwhelming. Hands placed on your head. Words spoken over you that have been spoken for 2,000 years. You feel it in your chest. Something real, something ancient, something that makes every sacrifice feel worth it. Then week 3 of your first parish arrives. The roof needs fixing. The diocese wants the numbers by Friday. There's a family in your community going through something devastating, and you spend 40 minutes with them, and then you spend 3 hours on administrative emails. There are politics between the older priests and the younger ones. There are expectations from above that have nothing to do with Scripture. You still believe deeply, but you start to notice something. The institution and the faith, they don't always move in the same direction. Sometimes the institution needs you to be quiet when the faith says you should speak. Sometimes the institution needs you to follow a rule that feels wrong in your gut. You follow the rule because you tell yourself that the institution is bigger than you and that trust in it is also a form of faith. That reasoning will carry you for years. If this is already making you think like the video, it helps more people find this conversation. Level 3 bishop. You're in your 40s now, a bishop. You manage a diocese. Hundreds of priests report to you. Hundreds of thousands of people look to you for spiritual leadership. And here's what nobody told you about becoming a bishop. It is a management job. You have a budget, a legal team, a communications team. You make decisions that affect property, schools, hospitals, real estate. You are called to shepherd souls, and you spend most of your week in meetings that would look completely identical in any mid-sized corporation. The faith is still there. You pray, you celebrate Mass, you counsel people in their darkest moments, and those moments are still the most meaningful of your week. But they are becoming a smaller percentage of your time with every passing year. And Rome is watching you now. Not your faith, your performance. How you handle scandals, how you manage your numbers, how obedient you are to the direction coming from above. You are being evaluated, just like any other employee. Which one wins in your experience, the mission or the institution? Drop it in the comments. Level 4 Archbishop, Rome knows your name now. That means something. It also means something you didn't fully anticipate. It means you are now inside the politics. There are factions inside the Vatican. There always have been. Progressive voices and conservative voices, old alliances and new ambitions, men who have been building their positions for decades, and now that Rome knows your name, you are no longer outside these dynamics. You are part of them, whether you chose to be or not. You start to understand something that nobody says out loud, but everyone knows. Promotion in the church is not purely about holiness. It is about relationships, loyalty, knowing which way the wind is blowing from the top. knowing when to speak and when to stay silent, knowing which battles to fight and which ones to quietly let go. This knowledge sits uncomfortably inside you because you came here for God. And what you are navigating right now feels much more like any other human power structure you've ever seen. You pray about it. You receive no clear answer, or you keep going. Do you think it's possible to stay pure inside a system built on power? Tell me in the comments. Level 5 Cardinal. You are one of the most powerful religious figures on earth. Cardinal, your red robe means something ancient and significant. When a pope dies, you will be in the room where the next one is chosen. You are one of the men who decides the direction of 1 billion people's faith. Let that sit for a moment. And now let this sit next to it. You cannot remember the last time you prayed and felt something. Not performed prayer, real prayer. The kind you had at 17 inches of seminary when everything was clean and clear and God felt close enough to touch. You still pray every day, multiple times. But somewhere in the decades of management and politics and careful navigation of an institution older than most nations, the prayer became a practice rather than a conversation. The ritual remained. The intimacy quietly left. You don't talk about this. No one does. You are a cardinal. The faithful look at you and see someone closer to God than they are. You look back at them and sometimes you think they are closer to God than you are. They still have their simple, uncomplicated faith. You have a red hat and a very complicated understanding of how this institution actually works. This is the part most people never see. Share this video with someone who needs to understand what institutions really do to the people inside them. Level 6 Pope White. Everything is white now. The robes, the apartment, the car, the square below you on Sundays filled with people who have traveled from every corner of the earth just to stand in your presence. You are the Pope, the Vicar of Christ, the spiritual leader of 1.3 billion people. There is no higher rank in this institution. There is no one above you except God himself, and you have never felt more alone in your life because the Pope does not have friends. He has advisors. He does not have privacy. He has a schedule. He does not have spontaneity. He has protocol. Every word you say is analyzed by 1 billion people. Every decision you make is a political act as much as a spiritual one. Every morning you wake up carrying the weight of an institution 2,000 years old and the expectations of every single person who has ever believed in something greater than themselves. You think about the 7-year-old who walked into a seminary full of faith and fire and certainty. You wonder what he would think if he could see you now, whether he would recognize you, whether the trade was worth it. Not the sacrifice. You never question the sacrifice. The question is different and harder. Whether the system you gave your life to actually serves what you thought it served. Whether the institution and the faith are still the same thing, whether they ever were. You look out the window at St. Peter's Square, thousands of faces looking up at you, waiting, believing. You raise your hand and give the blessing. And in that moment, you are both the most powerful and the most human you have ever been. You serve God. The system served itself. Here is the question I want you to sit with. Not about religion, about your own life. Is there something you gave yourself to completely that slowly became something different than what you signed up for? A job, a relationship, a belief? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one and I will reply. If this video made you feel something like it, share it with one person who needs to think about this today. Subscribe every rank, every institution, every week. See you in the next one.